Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, MLB The Show brings you the game of the week. It's the Tampa Bay Rays going up against the New York Yankees. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And starting this one, Corbin Burnes. Singy, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
All right, ready to go here. And stepping in for the Rays, Bo Jackson. Outside low. And with that, we're underway in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a ground ball, and that one handled. Throws to first in time. One out in the top of the first. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. And down towards the bottom of the lineup, hitting eighth here, Salvador Perez.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Jose Altuve stands in now and watches strike one. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Ward makes the grab, and there's two away. Two outs, base is empty. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Ricky Henderson. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Henderson started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Nope, he held back.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Ball.
Ken Griffey Jr. next to bat for Tampa. Two outs, base is empty. In the air, right side. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Tampa Bay nothing. Yankees coming up. Back after this on the show. Back here in New York. And starting on the mound for the Rays, Patrick Corbin. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
The 0-1. And a foul ball. That one misses, and the count is 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Yeah, the batter now, Zach Neto. 2 for 7 in the series so far. First offering and it just misses. Corbin with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, 2 ball. Lindor over to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6th hole. Starts the double play. It's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
Now it's going to be Lou Gehrig, 4th right now in the American League home run leaderboard. And first offering is fouled off. Gehrig with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
There's a strike. Next offering upstairs.
Two.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Down in order go the Yankees. We played an inning. No score. Back at Yankee Stadium, 2nd inning set to go. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. Burns, a Northern California native. He was a 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he played alongside an outfielder who eventually made it to the majors. Yeah, that guy's name was Tony Gonsolin, made it as a pitcher. Next offering is in for a strike. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Swings and misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Edmonds makes the catch. One down.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync. And the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Willie Stargell. Right down to shoot. That's strike one.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And now here is Mike Schmidt. Good power, not great in the OBP department. First pitch misses. Burns, a former Cy Young Award winner. He throws a cutter, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. In there at the knees, and it's 1-1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. The 1-2.
2-2.
In the dirt, but kept close. Man at first, one away. On the ground to third, might be two. Fires to second for one. To Gehrig in time. That's an inning-ending double play. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied, 0-0. Back at Yankee Stadium. Now, Jim Edmonds. Corbin back to work. And a slider in the outside corner for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
On the ground, right side. Altuve throws to first.
He's out.
And quickly one away in the second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 66.
Now it's the right fielder.
He really needs to start making more contact, averaging 2 strikeouts per game over his last 5.
That
Ball
one missed.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Next to hit, Troy Gloss. That's in there, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
On the ground, and that chance handled. The throw to first.
He's out.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Yanks held in check. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And a big swing and a miss. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former fourth-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. But you go back and look at Corbin Burns in 2019. He threw 49 innings and had an 8.82 ERA. There's a swing and a miss. The main adjustment that Corbin Burns made was that he got rid of his four-seam fastball and really leaned on the cutter. That is his signature pitch. And now today, he is a cutter, sinker guy, and the four-seamer really doesn't make much of an appearance. And there's a ball.
2-2.
That one misses. Full count, 3-2. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
And that is out of play. Perez, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in Venezuela. Grounder might be 2. The turn by Biggio at second. On to Gehrig at first. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now the pitcher, Patrick Corbin.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
In there at the knees. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Two outs. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Rays held in check here. Still no score. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. In there at the knees for a strike. Corbin winds and deals. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Taylor Ward stepping in now for the Yankees.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Check swing, and he went 0-1.
No
Ward
ball.
with
1
a homer
strike.
in his last game. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Lifted in the air, right field. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
One down. Corbin Burns stepping in now for the Yankees. Puts a bunt down. Slings to first, and that's an out on the sacrifice.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
Craig Biggio digs in now. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. In there for strike one.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Zach Neto. Swing and a foul out of play. Ward on third. Biggio at first. 2 out of the inning. Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a drive deep right field. Reaching back towards the wall. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Out there to center. And it falls. Here comes Biggio around third. Ball comes home and he's dead at the plate. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. On to inning number 4. Yankees 1, the Rays nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. First pitch, and he just misses.
That's a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Here's a 1-1. That's a little bit low. That one ripped. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
One down, base is empty. And that one in the air, center field. Edmonds makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Ricky Henderson now at the plate. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
There's a strike up high. And it's 0-2. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Edmonds sizing this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Goes without saying, one of the biggest legends of the game here in Gehrig. Probably the greatest first baseman of all time.
Swings through that one for strike 1. In 1929, Gehrig slashed 300, 431, 584. Not too bad, right? Well, that was maybe the worst season of his career. Tells you about what kind of player he was.
And Gehrig only drove in 125 runs in that subpar 1929 season. This guy was an RBI machine. He held the record for career grand slams as well for 75 years.
And it hits the base. Lindor, no throw. He's safe at first. Jim Edmonds stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Runner at first with no outs here. Base hit. The throw into second. In there safely.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now the right fielder struck out swinging his first time. And that misses. Ball 1. Gehrig. At second, Edmonds. At first with no outs. There's a line drive to left field. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. The throw to third. Not in time. He's safe.
Good read there at second base to move up to third. Now it's a lot easier to get that run in with one away.
So digging in, Troy Gloss. Grounded out his first time up. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
First and third, one down. Next offering is in for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. He's in there.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the Yankees catcher now. Hit on the ground might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And their second double play of the day will end the 4th. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 2-0 ball game. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Coming up, we head to the 5th. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Burns back to work. In there at the knees.
Well, these Rays just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success. But at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Pulls that one foul.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
That's down and in. And that one is downstairs. 2-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Pitch misses, and now it's 3-2.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Time called now before the payoff pitch. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. To the right side, Biggio handles, throws to first. One up, one down.
The first baseman, number 8, Willie Stargell.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Willie Stargell. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one in there across the letters.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Mike Schmidt. He hit into a double play his first time up. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Right side in position. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Yankees 2, the Rays nothing. Back now in the Bronx. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. A little out front there as he swings through it.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. So far, they have 6 hits in the counts where the pitcher has had the advantage. So it hasn't been easy for them, but they're finding a way to get it done.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The pitcher, number 39, Corbin.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Corbin Burns. And he pops up the bunt, hauls it in for the out, and there's one away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Biggio.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the second baseman, Craig Biggio. He's 2 for 2. And that drops in for a strike.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
1-1.
Squirts away a little bit. Ward stands at first with 1 out. In the dirt. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Neto up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
2 outs. That one fouled off. And a pitch. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt, and it scoots away. No advance, though. Foul ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Hit on the ground to short. Lindor fires over to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Yanks leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. New inning getting started. Here's Francisco Lindor. Lindor, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, a former first-round pick back in 2011. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Gets under it. Reaches for it, but it's foul. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Ball one there. Outside with a breaking ball. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Salvi steps into the box now. First pitch just misses.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
One down, base is empty. Close, but called a ball. Ball 2. There's the strike. Right through there for a strike. Time called. Two now. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rays. Raul Ibanez looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
Two down, nobody on.
High. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that is downstairs. And it's 2-1. Two outs. On the ground, right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Flip to the pitcher is in time. And they get it out of the play. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Yankees 2, the Rays nothing. Brooks Raley on a pitch out of the pen here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And stepping in for the Yankees, Lou Gehrig. 1 for 2. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And the 0-1. And ball 1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Jim Edmonds. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. In the dirt, blocked. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Now it's the right fielder. 0 for 2 in this one. And that drops in for a strike. Line drive, caught.
Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
Here's the third baseman, Troy Gloss.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swing, a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Going back, makes the grab on a leaping play at the wall. Runner tags and goes to third.
Well, he just took one away from one of the best in the league. It's not going to happen very often, but when you get the opportunity, better make the play, and he did right there.
Here's the Yankees catcher now.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
0-1 down. Fought off foul. And there's a ball. Garrett at third. Edmonds on at first with 2 down. Next offering is outside. That's off the inside corner, and the count's full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ripped on the ground to second. Whips it to first. And that will end the inning. Yanks strand a pair, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Top of inning number 7, and now the right fielder, Bo Jackson.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And that one
1-0.
upstairs, ball one. Movement in the bullpen. Scott Alexander, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Dibble, the right-hander, loosening up as well. And the 1-0. Right through there for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. That one down the line. Gloss. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Breaking ball misses down and away. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
The tying run at the plate. Runner on the move. Throw to second and great jump.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. And we're starting over. It's 2-2. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. What an incredible momentum swing on that home run, Boog. I mean, it's late in the game, just barely stayed fair, and it ties up the ball game. Impressive.
And now a meeting near home plate, so it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. Scott Alexander on the pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch. Francisco Alvarez. He'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Batting 9, number 13, Francisco.
Ricky Henderson getting ready to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off. Strike 2.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the top half of inning number 7. Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. And there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Now here is Ken Griffey Jr.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
That one catches the zone. That's strike one. Next offering misses down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Missed with a changeup, and a count now even up.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Mark McGwire.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
And the first offering is not close. Swing and a ground ball. Biggio in time to Gehrig. Out number 3. But this clutch home run gets us even again. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back in the Bronx, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Taylor Ward. Now on the mound for the Rays, David Robertson.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Robertson.
And that skips in the dirt. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 2-1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that will drop foul. On the ground to third. Fair ball.
Now batting, catcher.
Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. That one is absolutely belted. Going down. He goes deep in his first at bat off the bench. Third home run of the season, and they lead it. It's 4-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the second baseman, Craig Biggio. There's the strike.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Junior pulls it down, and there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Neto in now, takes ball one off the plate. Robertson, he's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. Still only one out here in the inning.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
Up the middle, a sliding stop. No play, that's an infield single.
The first baseman, number 4.
Yeah, they talk about cutters as being lane changers because it's more of that side-to-side movement and very little of the downward tilt. So a man aboard, and here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Aroldis Chapman comes on now.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than one per inning.
Check swing, called strike. Chapman, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. Step off, throw to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. Neto leads off first with one away. Next offering is in for a strike.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the...
And that one handled. Off balance feed. There's one. To McGuire in time. That's an inning-ending double play. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 4-2. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. The 8th inning is coming your way next. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Rob Dibble.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now the third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
The third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
The pitch. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Action in the pen down there. Cade Smith, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. On the inside corner for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
That one way outside. Now 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's one away. as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout. Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. 1 out, bases empty. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Salvador Perez next to hit for the Rays. And that one fouled off. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Tying run at the plate. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers, and what hitters don't want to see, is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rays, Nolan Arenado.
Bringing in some thunder in a big spot, and they're hoping he can get a hold of one for sure.
And downstairs. That one not close. 2-1. Cut on and lifted in the air. Edmonds on the move. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Tampa. They trail it here 4-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Blake Trinan. Here's the center fielder, Jim Edmonds.
The center fielder, Jim Edmonds.
That's outside. 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And Ricky Henderson the grab. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, number 66.
Now it's the right fielder, 0 for 3 in this one. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Troy Gloss. And delivers outside. Outside low, and that's ball 2.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. He'll circle the bases, and they add on. It's 5-2.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
The Yankees going with a pinch hitter, Lou Brock.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
Just missed. Ball to strike. The pitch. Fastball gets the corner at the knees. Next pitch misses way outside. Yankees up by 3. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. To the right side. Altuve handles it on the run, sends it over to first. Got him. Nice play. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Last chance for the Rays coming up. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Cade Smith.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And now the right fielder, Bo Jackson. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat, as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. And that one fouled off. Smith, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground to third. To first, out. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
He's 2 outs away. And stepping in for the Rays, Jose Altuve. He's already homered in this game. First pitch misses. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. That one misses, and now 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
And another ball. That one called a strike. 3-1. Swings through that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. Last chance for the Rays at the plate. Ricky Henderson. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.